Hey guys, me Dave. It's 5/8/2020. I am shooting this on a new phone. My iPhone kind of died and the battery wasn't charging and all this stuff, so I had to order a new phone. So I'm trying this on a new phone. It's an LG. Got rid of the iPhone. So I thought I would do a little video tonight. It's Friday night, 5/8. So I want to talk. I want to talk about how they dumb us down, basically. But first, I want to talk about. I do want to mention this virus. I know you guys are sick of hearing about this virus and all this stuff, and all the information out there and all this stuff. So, but I do want to mention it for a second because, there was a company that I used to work with. Over 20 years ago. It was over 20 years ago. And some of my clients that I used to work with got infected with the coronavirus. One of the clients passed away today. And I remember her. Somebody told me about this, and they said the name and all this stuff, and I remember her from over 20 years ago. So going back to, is this real? It's real, you guys. When it hits close to home like that, it's the real deal. People are passing away and all that stuff. It's happening in my hometown and all this stuff. It's not, not all fake and all this stuff. So I want to say that because it's kind of sad. Somebody used to work. A client of mine over 20 years ago. I remember her name. When I heard her name, I remember her. She passed away. She was in the ICU and she didn't make it through this, and she passed away. Which is really sad. I wish more people would have compassion when it comes to people's lives and stuff like that, instead of saying it's all fake, it's all blah blah blah, and all this stuff, nonsense. So I just wanted to mention that for a second. Sorry to go on, about this virus and stuff all the time, but I'm sorry about that. Other than that, going back to targeting, do they try to dumb us down with remote neuromonitoring? Of course they do. I've heard several targets talk about, there's several targets that are highly intelligent, that have, they said that they had a hard time doing simple math problems. I'm kind of like that. Not with math, but spelling. It's almost like I have to do spell check on everything because they remote monitor me and they dumb me down so much. They don't want me to learn about this program. They don't want me, there's all kinds of things they don't want me to do. So they dumb you down almost to like you're a zombie. They keep you tired all the time. So you can barely think. And then they're shoving thoughts in visuals in your head all the time. So you can't concentrate. You can't concentrate on something. If I try to read a book, I can't concentrate on a book at all. I would rather listen to an audio recording of a book, when I'm falling asleep, and then I totally get it, but if I'm trying to read something, and stuff like that, it's hard to comprehend. It's, they really mess things up and they try to dumb us down so much, where you want to use certain words and you can't use certain words because you can barely spit them out, So do they dumb us down? Of course they do. They use remote monitoring to dumb us down so much. Some people, they don't use that on, and they can speak very intelligently, and their sentences aren't broken up and all this stuff, and they can speak well. But some of us, they dumb us down. And with remote neural monitors, they flood our brain with all these thoughts and visual thoughts, all the time, so we can't concentrate. So like I said before, I have heard very smart people, TIs, talking about, they can barely do a simple math problem because they try to dumb you down so much. So I just want to talk about that. Do they do it? Yes, they do. They try to try to dumb us down as much as they can. They try to make us tired all the time, so we can barely think, and then the sleep. You're sleep deprived. And that even clouds your thinking even more. The thing is it with me? They got my ears plugged. This sounds a little out there. I realize that, but it's 100% true. If you do your research on MK Ultra documentaries, they mention it on there, where they block the ears to do more behaviors on you. My ears have been blocked for 6 years. And they can add air in my head, and they can take out air in my head. But when they add the air in my head, I'm out of it. I feel like my head is in the clouds. When they have my ears blocked to the max. And I've been feeling like this for 6 years. Sometimes they will let me go back to normal, and I'm like, wow, I can actually think clearly and stuff like that. But then they do it again. Where I have a real hard time thinking. I feel like my head's in the clouds all the time. And all this stuff. So anyway, I just thought I'd do a little video. Do they dumb us down? Of course they do. They cut us down. They dumb us down. They degrade us, sexual perversion. I mean, they do all these things to us. They're watching us go to the bathroom. They're watching us, they try to get you to play with yourself. It's degrading. Everything about this program is degrading. And they do to us. And they do to everyone. And it's really disgusting that it has to be so degrading. How low can you push someone? Where they're walking around with their head down and all this stuff because they push you so low, and then when you go out into society, you feel like you have no self-esteem. I don't think like that. I know a lot of people might think like that. I don't think like that at all. I think these people are beneath me. I think they're flies on shit, They're beneath me. They're scumbags of our society. They don't fit into our society, and they're just a bunch of scumbags. That's what I think of these people, and they are not going to push me down. That's what I think. And when I was getting V2K, they were like, oh my god, you think you can do anything you want and all this stuff? Well, it's like, hell yeah, I can do anything I want. Who are you? Who are you? You are some anonymous person sitting behind a microphone putting thoughts in my head and all this stuff. Who are you? You're anonymous. You're a coward. You're telling me I can't do anything I want to do? I mean, I'm abiding by the law. I could take my dog to the park. I can drive around town. I can do whatever. Who in the hell are you to tell me I can't do that? That's my attitude. I think these people are beneath me. I think they're the scum of the earth. and stuff like that. So sorry to go on a rant there. But these people are beneath us, and we are good people, and we are up. We obey the law, and we're good people. That want to help people and stuff like that. You know, and these people try to tear us down, um, and make us feel like we're worth nothing. Don't think that way, you guys. These people are a bunch of scumbags that are doing this to us. If this ever came out, America would be outraged. Um, they'd be outraged, and these people would be hung. They'd be hung. They'd be. Americans would be taking them out on the streets and doing a public hanging because they wouldn't believe what they're doing to us. They're sexually assaulting us. They're doing physical torture, psychological torture, and all this stuff. That they're doing to us. I think they're scumbags, and they're beneath me. I think they're pieces of shit, pretty much. So anyway, I'm trying to do a video on this new phone. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna cut this off, and I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and stuff. And I'll talk to you guys later.